All right, for those of you at home without the tools and everything, I'm going to show you how to make a format page just using a ruler. So all our technical drawings go on a format page. It's going to be like this, the technical drawing in this, but we have kind of a border around it. And then we have 3 boxes with your name, the name of the drawing, and the date. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make 1/2 inch borders around the table, or around the paper. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. So I have my paper right here. Bam. I'm going to mount it, kind of eyeballing that it's straight. I hope it is. Bam, 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 bam. So you just tape a piece of paper down. Any kind of tape will do. Bam. And then I have a ruler right here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on each of these. I'm going to mark 2 places where I have a 1/2 inch border. So basically I can lay a ruler down and make a line. So 1/2 inch, come up here on this guy. So the edge is against 1/2 inch. Over here, edge is against 1/2 inch. Edge is against the paper, 1/2 inch. On this guy, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, and finally on this guy, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay, so now, by the way, if you have one of these, it's going to be helpful because you can make a triangle, you can make perpendicular lines. But if you don't, so be it. We're going to do it just using this guy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do between the 2 bottom ones, you see I have my 1/2 inch and a 1/2 inch. I'm going to make a super light line from edge to edge. It's going to be super light because I don't need the whole thing. Yeah. So a light line from edge to edge. I'm going to do the same on my 2 top ones. I'm going to make a light line. Line them up. Light line between them. Now I'm going to come to these 2. Yeah. And I'm going to make a dark line between, from basically the light line I made to the light line I made. So I have a dark line that ended at my light line, ended at my light line. Going to do the same over here. I'm going to line it up on my 1/2 inch and my 1/2 inch marks. Bam. And then dark line between the 2 light lines. And then finally, I'm going to come, going to darken in between these 2 lines. I'm going to darken in between these 2 lines. So now I have a 1/2 inch border all the way around. I'm going to erase my outside lines. Bam. So now the next step is I'm going to come up 1/2 inch from this line right here. So I'm going to make these boxes. I'm going to start again. If I have the edge 1/2 inch up from that would be 1 inch. Come over to this edge. So start of it, 1/2 inch for the first line. 1/2 inch up would be 1 inch. Then I'm going to make a dark line between those 2. Bam. So now I have the basically the big rectangle that's going to be boxed up. Now I'm going to divide it out. So 3 inches to the first one, and from this edge 3 inches for the last one. I'm going to come in on the bottom one. I'm going to mark 3 inches. On the top one, I'm going to mark 3 inches. So right here, I'm going to go to the end, put my 3 inches against the edge. So the start would be 3 inches. Right here, 3 inches right here. Now I'm going to come in, make a box, make a box. So now I have these 2 boxes right here. Now I'm going to make, it's hard to see for you guys, but if you look closely, you can see some very faint guidelines right here, lines. I'm going to use them so that all my letters look exactly the same. So if you look up, you can see kind of there's a very light line at the bottom, very light line at the top. Those lines are going to be 1/8 of an inch from the bottom and 1/8 of an inch from the top. Okay, so I'm going to look, if I look at a ruler, in between the start and the 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th. So each of the little line is a 16th of an inch apart. 2/16 would be 1/8. So basically every second line, so bam, 1/8, bam, 1/8, bam, 1/8. So 1/8 of an inch every second line. So now I'm going to lay this guy down. Doesn't really matter where. I'm just going to line it up with this line right here, 1/2 inch line. So I go 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch. Here I have it on the 1 inch, 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch. So basically, once I lay it up on a mark, 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch, 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch. Come over here on the end and do the same. 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch, 1, 2, 1/8 of an inch. Then I'm going to make a super light line. So I have my 1/8 inch up, 1/8 inch down, 1/8 inch up, 1/8 inch down. I'm going to come in and make a super light line between them. Bam. Super light line between them. Bam. Now I'm going to come in and write my name between the guidelines. So all capital letters, and every letter starts and ends on a guideline. Last name, Stargaard. And so always your last name. If there's 2 of you with a last name, you know who you are. You might be twins or something. Comma and your first initial. Bam. Second box, who made the what? So this is who made the drawing. So if there's ever a problem, you know who to go see. Second one is the name of your drawing. This is going to be a format page. Every letter is capitalized. Every letter starts and ends at the lines that you made. Format page. Okay, and then the last one is going to be the date. Today is 4/4/21, Easter Sunday. What am I doing here on an Easter Sunday making videos for you guys? 4/4/21. Check it out. This guy was made in 2013. That is crazy. We are getting old. Bam. So there you have it. A finished format page. Erase anything out that is not clean on it. But that's going to be a format page.